Hello, welcome to Bob's Dungeon. My name's Bob, I'll be your host. And as you can see, I'm out of the dungeon again, so I can look at another creepy place. And I'm sorry if it's hard to hear me. The place I'm looking at is right off the Highway 50 in Seymour. So there's a lot of traffic. When the cars go by, they kind of are really loud because this place is right on the highway. So let's go ahead and take a look. And what we're looking at is a really small cemetery off of Highway 50, just as you're leaving Seymour and heading towards Brownstown. And as you see, there are a lot of old graves here. Some of them are broken, but some are still standing. And this graveyard is not very big. It's surrounded by fields on either side, a little bit of trees behind it. And of course, it's right on the highway, so you got traffic. Lots of old graves though. We'll come back here to the back of the cemetery. In the back of the cemetery, there's a bunch of graves that have fallen down that they got leaning up against a tree. I don't know of any stories pertaining to this cemetery, any kind of legends or ghost stories, but it's always neat to come in here and have a look at these old cemeteries. And at night, this one can be pretty creepy. Yeah, we got several graves leaning up against the tree there. Not exactly what the story is. But while we're here, we'll go ahead and use the apps I've been using. I've been using these GhostTube apps. And I'm pretty sure they're kind of BS, but man, I have a lot of fun with them. And sometimes some of the results are pretty creepy. So let's go ahead and look at those apps. This is the GhostTube SLS. And what it does is if it detects an entity or a presence or a person, it'll build a wire frame so you can follow their movements. I've only had success in this, really, in cemeteries. Since we're in a cemetery, maybe I'll have some success. But I don't know, this is a pretty old cemetery. You would think there'd be something here, but it's pretty old. Now I'm not picking anything up, so we'll come back here to the corner again and we'll use the other app. So let's go to that app. And this is the regular GhostTube app, and it picks up electromagnetic readings and supposedly allows you to speak to spirits. And out in the yellow back here, that's pretty cool. So, is there anybody or anything here that wishes to speak with me? You can tell me anything you want. I'm here to listen. Do you like being by the highway? Were you there when they put the highway in?
Stop.
Stop talking or stop moving? What do you want me to stop? Do you have anything else to say to me? If you don't have nothing else to say, then we'll let it go. Maybe talk some more again when I come back later. Okay, well then, have a good day. And that's a look at this little cemetery on Highway 50 in Jackson County, Indiana, between Seymour and Brownstown. We'll come back out here at night get a look at how creepy this place is in the dark. And hopefully there'll be less traffic once it gets dark, and it'll be easier to hear everything. So let's wait until it gets dark. And we are back in the cemetery at night. I was hoping there would be less traffic, but still have a lot of traffic. So sorry about the noise. And this place is pretty creepy, even though you can see houses and lights nearby. It's pretty dark. And old tombstones. I don't want to shine my light towards the road too much because I don't want to hit oncoming traffic. That would be bad. But we'll come back here to the back of the cemetery where all those tombstones are leaning against the trees. Check things out. But there's the trees. And there's this tombstones leaning up against the trees. So let's go ahead and use the apps I got. See if we can pick anything up at night. Because like I said, I don't want to shine my light too much at the road because of traffic. So let's use those apps. And here is the Ghost Tube SLS. And like I said, usually when I've had success with this app, it's been in cemeteries. I didn't have success earlier today with this app, but it's an old cemetery. And I have never had success with this app at night. So I really don't think we'll see anything this time around. Like I said, it's kind of hard not to direct my light at the traffic because I don't want to blind anybody as they're driving at night. That's the problem with the cemetery being right up on the highway. But unfortunately, there was a lot more traffic at night than I expected there to be. And this is the regular Ghost Tube app at night. So let's see if we can pick up anything at night. Picked up a little during the day, but not much. So, is there anybody here that wishes to speak with me? Anybody at all? You can tell me whatever you want. I'm listening. If you got anything to say, you can tell me. You weren't very talkative during the day. I was hoping you might have something to say at night. Nothing? Come on, you can tell me anything.
How do you feel?
I feel fine. How about you? A lot of traffic, isn't there? Do you like it in this cemetery? Do you have any more questions for me?
Leave me alone.
Okay then. I'll leave you alone. You have a good night. And that was my look at another small cemetery in Jackson County, Indiana. Didn't really have much said on the apps that I used. It was real talkative last time I used the regular Ghost Tube app. This time it didn't say much. As I decided to cut it short when it said leave me alone. I know those were probably just randomly generated words, but It was kind of tricky to film because I didn't want to shine my light towards Highway 50 and blind somebody with my light. That'd be not cool. So I didn't spend too long there, but it was pretty creepy. I was pretty creeped out in the back near the trees at night. Got a real funny feeling back there. But anyway, thank you for joining me at a look at this cemetery, and hopefully you'll join me next time where we'll talk about something else. Bye.